Welcome to Enchanted Tiara, where every story wears a crown.
This tale comes from a very ancient time when the sky was bluer and the stars shone more brightly. Above the clouds existed a magical kingdom. In this kingdom lived fairies whose wings sparkled like pearls and whose laughter made flowers bloom. Among all these fairies was one named Noora. Noora's eyes were deep like the ocean, and her hair flowed like golden waves. But the most special thing about her was her wings, adorned with all the colors of the rainbow. Noora was very different from the other fairies. While the other fairies flew freely in the sky, Noora would often look down toward the earth. She was deeply fascinated by the human world. She watched how mothers lovingly put their children to sleep, how farmers worked hard in their fields, and how children played and laughed together. Her heart longed to go closer to these people, to talk to them, and to share in their happiness. One night, when the moon was shining brightly and all the fairies were resting, Noora decided to go down to the earth. She thought she would go only for a short while and then return. She spread her glowing wings and slowly began to descend. As she came lower and lower, the air grew warmer and the sounds became clearer. She landed near a village where lanterns were glowing and a soft lullaby could be heard from afar. Noora sat on the branch of an old tree and began to observe everything. She found this world incredibly beautiful. She became so absorbed that she lost all sense of time. When she finally looked toward the sky, dawn was about to break. Suddenly, she realized that she must return immediately, or the fairy queen would become angry. She tried to fly, but something strange happened. Her wings would not move. Panic seized her, and she tried again, but nothing happened. When she turned around to look, she was stunned. Her wings had disappeared. They were nowhere to be seen. Noora could not understand how this had happened. She searched everywhere, looked all around on the ground, but found no trace. Then she remembered that the fairy queen had once said that if a fairy stayed on earth for too long and forgot her true self, her wings would disappear. Noora felt deep regret, but now there was nothing she could do. Now she was like an ordinary girl without wings. She did not know what to do. The sun had risen and the villagers were coming out for their daily work. With fear in her heart, Noora climbed down from the tree and walked toward the village. On the way, she met an elderly woman carrying a water pot. The elderly woman was surprised to see Noora and asked who she was and what she was doing there so early in the morning. Noora thought that if she told the truth, no one would believe her, so she said that she had lost her way and could not find her home. The old woman felt pity for her and asked Noora to come with her. The elderly woman's name was Sabira, and she lived alone. She had a small house with a garden in front where colorful flowers were blooming. Sabira gave Noora food and told her that she could stay there until she found her way. Noora thanked her and began to think about what she should do next. Days passed, and Noora started living with Sabira. She helped her with household work, took care of the garden, and met the villagers.
Good day. How are
People
you?
liked
Much
her
better,
because
thank
she was
you.
hardworking and kind-hearted.
You're welcome,
But
dear.
in Noora's heart, there was always a sense of emptiness. She missed her wings, her fairy sisters, and her home above the clouds. One day, while she was working in the garden, a small bird came to her and said, "I recognize you. You are a fairy, aren't you?" Noora was shocked and asked how it knew. The bird replied that there was a sparkle in her eyes that only magical creatures possess. Then it said that if Noora wanted to get her wings back, she would have to go to a high mountain where a wise old man lived who could help her. A ray of hope awakened in Noora's heart. She said goodbye to Sabira, who gave her her blessings. Noora began her journey. The path was long and difficult. She passed through forests, crossed fast-flowing rivers, and finally began climbing the mountain. The mountain was very high, and the path was rocky. Blisters formed on Noora's feet, and she became breathless, but she did not lose courage. When she was close to the peak, she saw a cave from which a faint light was shining. She looked inside and saw an old man sitting there with a long white beard and eyes full of wisdom. As soon as the old man saw Noora, he said, "I knew you would come." Noora asked in surprise how he knew. The old man smiled and said that he knew many things. He told Noora,
"Noora, your wings are not lost. They live within your heart."
she came to the human world and learned about humanity, love, and hardship. Her wings became a part of her soul. The old man said that if she wanted her wings back, she must return to the village and help people, without magic and without special powers. She must live like an ordinary human and show that true magic lies in love, hard work, and sacrifice. Noora returned to the village and dedicated her life to helping others. She cared for the sick, helped the needy, and brought smiles to the faces of the sad. Months passed, and she never complained. The villagers grew to love her deeply. One day, in the spring season, while Noora was telling stories to children in the garden, she felt something on her back. Her wings had returned, more beautiful than ever before, shimmering with the colors of the rainbow mixed with the glow of gold and silver. That night, the fairy queen appeared and praised Noora for learning the true meaning of life. When she was asked where she wished to live, Noora chose both worlds, to help humans during the day and return to the fairies at night. The queen blessed her and gave her a magical flower that never withers. From that day on, Noora became a bridge between the two worlds. She taught people that kindness and compassion are the greatest magic, and love is the most powerful force of all.
Like, subscribe, and keep dreaming.
Bye-bye.